There's a moment, you know it well, when you sit down to do something important, and within seconds, your mind is already somewhere else. A notification, a memory, a worry that has no name. You are physically present, but mentally you have scattered into a dozen directions at once. The Japanese have a word for this feeling of fragmented awareness, and more importantly, they have a cure. For centuries, Japanese culture has cultivated one of the most sophisticated relationships with the human mind ever developed. Not through force, not through willpower alone, but through discipline disguised as simplicity. The practices we will explore today are not complicated. They do not require equipment, apps, or schedules. They require only your willingness to be still and your courage to begin. The first principle is called Ma, the art of intentional emptiness. In Japanese aesthetics, Ma refers to the meaningful pause between things, the silence between musical notes, the empty space in a painting that gives the subject room to breathe. Most of us have been conditioned to fear emptiness, to fill every gap with sound, content, or busyness. But Ma teaches us that the space between our thoughts is not wasted time. It is where clarity is born. To practice Ma, begin with 1 minute of intentional silence each morning. Not meditation, simply silence. No phone, no music, no planning. Sit by a window, watch the light. Let your mind wander without chasing it. Over days, this 1 minute teaches your nervous system that emptiness is safe, that you do not need to fill every moment to feel worthy of it. This is the first reset. The second principle is Ichigochi, one time, one meeting. This ancient Japanese philosophy, rooted in the tea ceremony tradition, reminds us that this moment, right now, will never come again. Every conversation, every meal, every quiet morning is a singular event in the universe. When we approach life with this awareness, distraction loses its power, because you cannot be distracted from something you consider irreplaceable. Consider how differently you would experience your morning tea if you truly believed, deeply in your bones, that this particular cup, this particular light, this particular moment of stillness would never return. You would not reach for your phone. You would not think about tomorrow's meeting. You would simply be present, awake, and grateful. Ichigochi is not a philosophy. It is a practice of attention. The third principle comes from the samurai tradition, Zanshin, the state of relaxed awareness. After a samurai completed a strike or technique, he did not relax completely. He remained alert, calm but ready, present without tension. In daily life, Zanshin is the quality of attention that remains with a task even after you believe it is complete. It is the opposite of the distracted mind, which abandons each task before it is truly finished. You practice Zanshin by completing each action fully before moving to the next. When you send an email, truly finish it. When you close a book, pause for a moment before reaching for the next thing. When a conversation ends, let it end completely. This sounds simple, but try it for 1 day and you will discover how rarely you actually finish anything. Most of our distractions begin precisely at the moment of almost completion. The fourth principle is Kaizen, continuous, gentle improvement. Most people approach focus as a problem to be solved all at once. They make dramatic resolutions, they download new apps, they redesign their entire system. And within a week, everything returns to chaos. Kaizen teaches a different way. Improve by 1% every single day. Not transformation, refinement. Not revolution, evolution. To apply Kaizen to your focus practice, choose one small thing to improve each week. Perhaps it is putting your phone in another room during meals. Perhaps it is reading 5 pages before bed instead of scrolling. These changes feel almost embarrassingly small. That is precisely why they work. The distracted mind is defeated not by grand effort, but by quiet, consistent discipline. The fifth principle is Mushin, the state of no mind. In Zen martial arts, Mushin describes the mind in its most pure state, not empty but unattached, free from excessive thought, worry, or self-consciousness. A master calligrapher in Mushin does not think about each brushstroke, he becomes the stroke. A tea master in Mushin does not perform the ceremony, he is the ceremony. This is the state where focus becomes effortless. You have experienced Mushin, perhaps without knowing its name. It is the state you enter when you are so absorbed in creative work that hours pass like minutes, when you are so present in a conversation that you forget to check your phone. Mushin cannot be forced, but it can be invited, through ritual, through repetition, and through the willingness to release the need to control every thought that arises. If this wisdom is resonating with you, consider subscribing to this channel. Every week, we explore ancient Japanese principles that help modern people live with more clarity, intention, and peace. Now, let us continue. The sixth principle is Wabishabi, the beauty of imperfection and impermanence. Much of our mental distraction comes from resistance, resisting what is imperfect, unfinished, or uncertain. Wabishabi teaches us to find beauty precisely in these qualities. The cracked tea bowl is more beautiful for its repair. The asymmetrical garden is more alive for its irregularity. Your distracted mind is not broken. It is simply unrefined, and that is beautiful too. When you stop demanding perfection from your focus practice, something extraordinary happens. You actually focus better, because you are no longer dividing your attention between the task and your judgment of how poorly you are doing the task. Accept the wandering mind with the same gentle patience a Japanese gardener brings to a garden in winter. It is not dead, it is simply resting between seasons. The seventh principle is Shoshin, the beginner's mind. The Zen master Shunryu Suzuki wrote, "In the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind there are few." When we approach a familiar task with the assumption that we already know it, we stop seeing it. We go through the motions. We are physically present, but mentally absent. Shoshin asks us to encounter each task as if for the first time. Try this with something ordinary: washing dishes, making tea, walking to the next room. Approach it as if you have never done it before. Notice the texture of the ceramic. Notice the sound of water. Notice how your feet feel on the floor. This is not childishness. This is advanced attention. The beginner's mind is the most focused mind because it has not yet decided that anything is beneath its full awareness. The eighth principle is Gaman, endurance with dignity. In Japanese culture, Gaman is the quiet strength to bear difficulty without complaint, without dramatizing, without seeking sympathy. For the distracted mind, Gaman means sitting with discomfort. It means choosing not to reach for the phone when you feel a moment of boredom or anxiety. It means enduring the small discomfort of presence, because presence is a muscle, and like all muscles, it grows only through resistance. The ninth principle is Enso, the Zen circle. Drawn in a single, uninterrupted brushstroke, the Enso represents completeness, the infinite, and the acceptance of imperfection. Each morning, the Zen monks would draw an Enso, not to create a perfect circle, but to be fully present for one single irreversible stroke. The circle would be whatever it would be: beautiful, imperfect, complete. This is your mind at its best, committed, present, unrepeatable. The 10th and final principle is Kodawari, an uncompromising devotion to craft. In Japan, the Kodawari spirit is found in the ramen chef who has spent 40 years perfecting a single broth, in the woodworker who spends a full day selecting the right piece of timber. Kodawari teaches us that the cure for a distracted mind is not less engagement, it is deeper engagement. Not more tasks done carelessly, but fewer tasks done with complete devotion. And now, the reset itself. Here is your 10-minute Japanese mind reset, built from everything we have explored together. First, 1 minute of silence, no input. Let the mind breathe. Second, 1 minute of Ichigochi. Drink something warm, be present with it entirely. Third, 2 minutes of Mushinion writing. Write without editing, without judgment, until the mind empties itself onto the page. Fourth, 2 minutes of Zanshin movement. Walk slowly through your home. Touch objects with full attention. Feel the floor. See the light. Fifth, 2 minutes of Kaizen review. Ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do better today than I did yesterday? Not a grand goal, one small, specific refinement. And sixth, 2 minutes of Enso intention. Write one sentence, one clear, honest sentence about what matters most to you today, and then begin. The Japanese do not believe that discipline is something imposed from the outside. They believe it grows from within, from reverence for one's own life, from respect for the present moment, and from the quiet understanding that attention is the rarest and most valuable gift you can give to anything. Your distracted mind is not a flaw. It is a sign that you have been living in a world designed to scatter your attention. And today, you have chosen something different. Begin small. Begin today. You do not need to transform your life all at once. You need only to take one breath more slowly, to drink 1 cup of tea more completely, to finish one task before beginning the next. These are not small acts. In the Japanese tradition, these are acts of profound respect for your own mind, for the present moment, and for the life you have been given to live. The ancient Japanese understood something that the modern world is only beginning to rediscover. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. Every conversation you are truly present for, every task you complete with care, every moment of silence you allow yourself to inhabit. These are not luxuries. These are the very architecture of a life well lived. If this video has offered you even one moment of clarity, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe to this channel for weekly Japanese wisdom, delivered with the same calm and intention we have shared today. And in the comments below, tell me, which of these 10 principles spoke to you most? Which one will you begin with? I will read every one. Until next time, be still, be present, and remember, the focused mind is not born, it is made, one quiet moment at a time.